friends, and welcome to another episode of Origins of Expressions. Today, we'll be going over the phrase, "It's not rocket science." Let's not sit here smoldering. Instead, let's blast off and start this video. First off, what does the phrase even mean? It's not rocket science. Well, this phrase is typically used to describe a task or concept that is not overly complicated or difficult to understand. In other words, it's something that doesn't require a rocket scientist to figure out. The origins of this phrase can be traced back to the mid 20th century, a time when rocket science was a new and exciting field that captured the imaginations of people around the world. As the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union heated up in the 1950s and 1960s, rockets became a symbol of technological advancement and scientific achievement. In this context, the phrase rocket science came to represent something that was incredibly complex and difficult to understand. After all, building a rocket capable of traveling to space requires a deep understanding of physics, chemistry, and engineering, as well as countless hours of testing and experimentation. But as the years went on, the phrase began to take on more of a figurative meaning. People started using the term to describe any task or concept that seemed overly complicated or difficult to understand, even if it had nothing to do with rockets or space travel. The earliest known print reference to the phrase can be traced back to a 1985 issue of the journal Science, which is a well-respected publication in the field of scientific research. The article in question was written by Robert Park, a physicist and science communicator who was known for his ability to explain complex scientific concepts in a way that was accessible to the general public. In the article, which was titled "The Big Bang and Creationism, Is No Explanation Better Than a Bad Explanation?" Park used the phrase, "It's not rocket science," as a way to emphasize that the fundamental principles of science were not as complex as some people made them out to be. Here's the exact quote from the article. "Science is not difficult. It's not rocket science. It's not even fifth grade science. It's something that any reasonably intelligent person can understand if they are willing to put in a little effort." As you can see, the phrase was used in a similar way to how we use it today, a way of saying that something is not overly complex or difficult to understand. Since then, the phrase has become a common part of English language and is used in a wide variety of contexts to convey the same basic message. And that's how we ended up with the popular phrase, "It's not rocket science." It's a way of saying that something is actually quite simple and straightforward, despite how it may appear at first glance. An example sentence is, "Cooking a simple meal is easy. It's not rocket science." Of course, just because something isn't rocket science doesn't mean it's easy. There are plenty of things in life that require hard work, dedication, and a bit of brain power. But by using the phrase, "It's not rocket science," we're able to put things into perspective and remind ourselves that sometimes the simplest solutions are the best ones. So next time you're faced with a daunting task or a complex problem, take a deep breath and remember, it's not rocket science. With a little bit of effort and a lot of determination, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. And who knows? Maybe one day you'll even be the one building rockets and exploring the vast expanse of space. Well, that's the information that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed learning about the origins of our phrases. If you did, I would love to have you subscribe. It's quick and easy, and I would really appreciate it. Oh yeah, quick question before you go. Do you know any idioms or phrases that you would like to learn about? I would love to see them. Leave them in the comments below. Thanks again for watching and subscribing. I really appreciate your support. Until next time, bye!